And joining me now, Savannah Mayor Van Johnson. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Mayor. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. A pleasure.
So what do you think of this move to go outside of, as I said before, these safer blue districts in Georgia, bluer districts?
Well, let's be really clear. Savannah is reliably blue. Chatham County is reliably blue. But I think it's really more speaks to the vice president's attitude that at the end of the day, we're one big tent. After the election, you have to speak to the needs of everyone. And the Vice President Harris speaks to the needs of people in Savannah and our partners in coastal Georgia. The road to the White House goes through Georgia, and the lane to that road goes through Savannah, goes through coastal Georgia. We know that she's been engaged heavily in rural hospitals, which is important to our neighbors in and around us. Certainly the farmers, helping them, $3.1 billion to invest in farmers across rural Georgia. She speaks to the issues that are important to us, and we're just excited that she's coming.
What are the issues, the top issues that you think she should be talking about?
Well, it is always the economy. It is the economy. The reality is, although we have indicators that say that things are better, many Americans just don't feel like it. Stuff is still too high. It costs too much for places to live and for health care. And she speaks directly to those issues. How do we deal with resiliency in a coastal city like Savannah that deals every year with even more and more significant rain and wind events? How do we deal with individuals being able to grow up and be able to go to college and live their best lives and live their best dreams? She understands us. She gets us. And so we're excited to have her here because she speaks to the needs of Savannah and coastal Georgia.
Abortion, is that going to be a big issue for voters who are not Democrats in Georgia, but who are independents in Georgia or moderate Republicans in Georgia?
It is a huge issue. At the end of the day, healthcare decisions should be made by a woman and their doctor, not a woman, her doctor, and the government. The reality is we should not be a part of that. I know Georgians, I know Savannahans were outraged with the overturning of Roe versus Wade. She was just here. Vice President Harris was just here in February on her reproductive freedoms tour. So this is actually the second time she's been here in 6 months. Love is an action word. It's one thing to say you love you. It's something different to show up twice, and she's done that.
I love that. I'm going to say that to my husband. Love is an action word. You better show up with flowers one of these days.
Tell him to bring you to Savannah. Tell him to bring you to Savannah. That's what.
That would be great. I will tell him that. Let me read a quote from you. You might enjoy this quote. This is from the chairman of the Gwinnett County Republican Party. He said replacing Biden with Harris has been good for the Democrats. Quote, I was very, very comfortable that it would be not an easy win, but it would be a 4 or 5 point win. I think it's going to be a little tighter now because I think she's energized a few of the Democrats that were not energized before, and they seem to be a little bit more active. So is this going to come down to energized Democrats, or does she need to find more than that?
It comes down to energized Democrats, but it also comes down to speaking to Republicans who are tired of the juvenile behavior of the other candidate, of the mean-spiritedness, of the threats to our democracy, the thoughts that we're not patriotic because we're Democrat, and then also independent people who, might vote another way, but on this day and this race, that they'll go in there and they'll vote for the person that best represents their interests, who won't embarrass them, and who certainly is not a felon.
Are you concerned about the new rules put in place by the Georgia Election Board?
Of course I am. It's like you play the whole season, and then before the World Series, you change the rules. And again, this is something we've dealt with here in Georgia, despite the fact that it's been proven conclusively time and time again that there were no widespread voter fraud here, yet the rules keep changing. We have to fight, and when we fight, we win. And we're going to fight, and we're going to fight by showing up at the ballot box.
It's a reasonable inquiry to put things into question. Do you know what that means? Is there a limit to that? Do you know what a reasonable inquiry would not be regarding ballots?
A reasonable inquiry would be once you ask the question and the question has been answered and there's supporting documentation, and then you refuse. Beyond that, that's reasonable. when you keep questioning the result, when you keep questioning the inquiry, at some point it just goes from being reasonable to being absurd. And so we are living in the time of absurdity. We have 4 years into the Biden-Harris administration, and there are people still talking about what happened in 2020, which in my mind is absolutely absurd. The fact is that Joe Biden is our president. Kamala Harris is our vice president. And I was an elector in Georgia, one of the 16 that got to cast that historic vote. And the fact is that, we're moving on. We have moved on from that, and we need to move on.
Mayor Van Johnson of Savannah, Georgia, thank you very much for joining us.